How's everybody doing today?
Looking to level up your metal shop? We've got the biggest selection of metalworking machines.
What's up, Michael? You still in here? What's up, Robert? What's up, Joe? Let people get in here first. Oh yeah, I hope you feel better, man, from your dentist. That sucks, dude. Those kids. Hey Joe, do you want, so this is gonna be your pen that I'm gonna send you. Let's see if I still have some black. I do. So with your logo, would you rather have like a gunmetal silver, or would you rather have a black? Let me know. Yeah, let me know, bro. If you like this gunmetal silver for your pen, or you like the black combination with this blue for your logo. Gunmetal, okay. Sounds good, brother. Okay, so that's yours. And then we'll do the gold. I'll keep these aside so see what we want to do. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this live. Hit that like button. Let's see if I got this. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully it comes out good. Fingers crossed. And if it doesn't, I'll make another one. Fuck it. Carbide. Hey, House. What's up, Miss Mania? We're making a pin. Trying to stick strictly with Halloween colors this month. Trying to. So we'll see. I got 2 pin blanks made. 2 other ones. We're going to be turning 2 today. So maybe I'll do this one in light of Halloween. And then save this one for next time. Or we can just do the green. Doesn't matter. Resin pin, yes. Tighten that up a little bit. Let's go. I'm glad you could catch the live too. I got the day off from work because it's raining. So I figured why not, right? I'm creeping up on 29,000 subscribers, so help me get closer. I think I'm about 300 away. You guys can share, like, subscribe. Helps me out. I'm trying to get to 30,000 in the by next weekend, hopefully. That'll put me on a good pace. Yeah, be a creep, subscribe. Right now I'm about 3,200 RPMs, and we're taking this down with our round tool. I try to be very smooth with my passes with this resin because it can be abrasive at times, especially when you get to the thinner amount that you have on a blank. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this out there too. I'm going to start. I don't know if you guys have joined my Patreon. It's totally free. There's 3 tiers. There's free, and then one is like $5 and one is $10 monthly. You guys don't have to join the paid one if you would like. If you do, that'd be awesome. It helps support the channel. But it's free. It's in the description box. Go to my Patreon link and just click join. It's totally free. I'm going to start doing like between 2 to 4 lives on my Patreon monthly. And that'll specifically be for members that are part of my Patreon. So if you guys can, head on over to my Patreon and hit that join button. It helps my channel grow as well too. 77 Rockets aside from the YouTube. And I'll be doing giveaways too on my Patreon. Yeah, I'll be on till about 2 o'clock, right before 2. Going about 2 hours today, and that's it. But I appreciate everybody that's joining. So I got Brad from Turning Blanks. He's gonna be sending me some surprise box. So I'm hoping that I can get something for a pepper mill out of that. I'm gonna order a kit and do a pepper mill, and then I'm gonna be starting to do resin bowls too. Once I can order my resin, and then I'm also gonna be doing some more candy dishes / cookie jars, things like that, but different types of wood. So you guys look out for that. What's up, Suzanne? You guys go check out these other channels as well. Rhinestone Suzanne, 2-minute tips for wood turners, Whack and Shack, Timber Designs. I'm going to add you as a moderator, Suzanne. You guys can share your channels if you want. I don't know if Michael Wilson's in here. Oh, that'd be awesome, Jeff. I would love that. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, look out for that, man. That's I'm gonna try to grow my Patreon as well. I've been kind of neglecting it a little bit, but I really want to get that going. Also, aside from Patreon, there are YouTube memberships. If anybody's interested in that, I have one that's as low as $1.99 a month. So if you guys can, please join. I'd love to have you guys as members. Thank you, Suzanne. Tighten this up a little bit. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Yeah, it is. I'm also going to be working on things like a website for my channel, a separate website that I'm going to be having new merchandise like new shirts and stuff. Big things coming this next year for 77 Rockets, so stay tuned. Yeah, people coming in. Maybe. We'll see, Jeff. I'm going to try. It takes a lot, though. But with everybody's support, you know. What's up, Steve? That would be nice, but take our time, see if it happens. Just got to be patient, you know? All right, that's looking pretty good. I like that. as a cabinet maker. I'm a cabinet maker as well, and I always wear my ring. I don't know what your point is. I make pretty good damn cabinets myself. And I always wear my ring. And I'm a carpenter by trade, and I always wear my ring. So I don't know what you're trying to say. Anyway, thanks for caring. You guys hit that like button. It's cool, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate your concern. I know you weren't trying to be rude. I have people say stuff about long sleeves as well, and watches. I fully know the gist of the of what's going on. But thank you for your concern. I appreciate that. I really do. All right, so now we're gonna wet sand this bad boy. And Steve, no disrespect to you, man. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, I'm a fellow cabinet maker, fellow tradesman. So I understand completely. Okay, so if you guys haven't seen, I'm going to go through my whole wet sanding routine. We are going to go 400, 800, 1,000, 2,000, and then 3,000. And I'm going to start off my speed at 1,500 RPMs. And the 1,500 RPMs, that is just going to be for the 400. And I'm going to make like probably 8 good passes. And you'll see that as I go, I'm constantly dipping my sandpaper in the water. It's just to keep the resin cool. I'm not trying to overheat it. Right before this, I hit it with some a dry pad of 400, just to get any residue off before I start wet sanding. One thing you'll also notice that I do is between my sanding of grits, my wet sanding, I stop the lathe and I wipe all the residue off from the grit before. And I do this all the way up to 3,000. And I will also, after this 400, I'll be raising my RPMs to about 2,000 or so for the other grits. Strictly because they're not as abrasive as the 400. Even though the 400 isn't that abrasive, you still want to take the proper steps to make sure that you have a good final product. And especially since this is going to be Joseph's pen. Nice smooth passes with the wet sandpaper. Not too much pressure on the actual pen blanks themselves. Just kind of let the pad I don't have my mic on. Is the sound off right now? Something happened. My phone like clicked, it looked like, but oh, the live kicked me off. Oh, YouTube kicked me off. I had 100 and something people in there. Are you guys still on? Yeah, I lost like 140 people. Let's see if they build back up. You guys let me know. It looks like YouTube stopped my live for a second. Cool. Oh yeah, we're back, 307. Okay, so there's the 400. I'm gonna stop the lathe. And then as you can see, this pen has a lot of good color in it. It's really nice. It's really nice when the epoxy, the resin really cures nicely like this. This was a pen that I let sit in there for probably 16 hours in my pressure pot. A little bit longer than I usually do, but nonetheless, it's cured really nice. It has a little bit of scuff marks, but as I go with the wet sanding, it will improve greatly, you'll see. So now that I wiped that off, now we're going to go to the 800. We're going to make our way to the 800 grit. Yeah, there's 300 in here. So we've got the 800 grit, same thing as the 400. Let the sandpaper do the work and easily go across, wetting the sandpaper that each run that I have and gliding it from side to side. You're already starting to see that it's becoming really glossy already. Just wait till we get to like the 2,000, 3,000 grit area and it will start really popping. Yeah, double tap that screen, folks. Double tap that screen. You like what you see. And a lot of these colors that you'll see, I mean, this is associated with Joe's channel because I wanted a good color scheme for his channel. He's an awesome guy. Just started his YouTube, and he's a member of the channel. I wanted to do his colors, his logo colors, but they are still Halloween-esque in a sense. So I'm sticking this month with Halloween colors for most of my pieces that I make on these lives. And if anybody's interested in this, in these pens, my email is in the description box. I gladly take orders for these. Also, my Patreon is in the description box as well. And if you guys like this resin, my sponsor Resin Pro supplies this resin, and it's at a really good price. And my promo code RyanCarry610 is in the description box as well, if you guys are interested. So we're moving through this with the 800 grit, nice and smooth, real glossy looking. I'll have to change that, Jeff. Thank you. A few more passes with the 800, and then we're going to jump to the 1000 grit. If you guys can, hit that like button. Boom, double tap the screen. Helps the channel out. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 30,000 subscribers, and it's all because of all you wonderful people. Also, if you're interested, I have a Patreon page. It's in the link in the description box of this video, this live. It's totally free, so go join. I'm going to start doing some lives on there and some extra things for members. So Be sure to check that out. Hey, Jammin'. All right, so this was the 800. I'm gonna set this aside, stop the lathe, so you guys can get a good look at it. Really starting to take a really nice gloss to it. Really starting to see the color in there, the swirls. I added some silver, some speckly silver to this blue. I really feel like it helps it pop and makes it look ocean-esque in a sense. So I'm going to start the lathe back up. Now we're going to go to 1,000 grit. Not 100,000 grit. 1,000 grit. 100,000 grit would be crazy. So here's 1,000 grit. We're going to get our sandpaper wet. And now we're going to hit it just like the 800. Nice and easy across the piece. Each pin blank. And we're going to do this numerous times. Look at that. Look at that gloss. Real pretty. What's up, Chino? Tilanaso. What's up, Robert? And as you guys can see, this is really starting to eat with each grit and each pass from the wet sanding. It really brings these pin blanks to life. I'm really happy that I can make a pin like this for Joseph. He's an awesome guy. Anybody who wants to check out his channel, he just started a YouTube channel. Fellow woodworker and just an amazing guy overall. This pin is going to be for him, and I'll be sending this off to him very soon. Tilanaso. And once again, this is the 1,000 grit, and we're running it smoothly across both sets of the blank. Nice and easy, just letting the sandpaper do the work. Just really starting to see that shine. Really coming out really nice. Nice shape. It's really nice when your resin after curing. You can kind of tell by the consistency it is, by the hardness of the blank, and like how it looks in the color, what you're gonna get. And usually after curing, as set as you can get the resin is what you're really gonna get as a product when you are actually turning it. So that is a huge deal. Something that I've learned so far with this this whole curing and turning process with the resin pins. What's up, Bubba? You're awesome too, Joe. I appreciate you, man. And like I said, this pin right here, they're all special, but this one's a little bit extra special because I get to give this one to Joseph and send it his way as a token of my appreciation for him and all his support. I really do appreciate you, Joe. It's really the people that really make this channel. It's the people that make this channel, all the support, the people that come hang out when they could be doing anything else with their day. They come and hang out with me. And just so you guys know, that means the world to me. I'm not just some guy who just does the YouTube thing just to, I want all these subscribers and blah, blah, blah. No, the people that people who support me and I meet through this journey, they're amazing. This community is amazing as well. A few more passes with the 1,000 grit, and then we're going to jump to the 2,000. But it's looking really good so far. I'm very happy about this one. And this next pin blank, I'm gonna let you guys pick the. I have two that are set already and cured. I have two more that are gonna be some real cool colors. I won't say what they are, but you guys will see when the time comes. Probably in the next couple days, I'll be able to show you guys. But I have two sets of blanks ready to go right now after this one. And I'll let you guys pick the next one that I'm going to be turning. I'm always crying about something. I'm actually not crying about something. I'm just talking. Thanks, Joe. All right, so that's it for the 1,000. We're gonna stop the lathe and we're gonna polish her a little bit. Check that out. Look at that, man. Real nice. All right, we're gonna get this lathe started up again, and now we're gonna hit it with the 2,000. This is 2,000 grit. You guys hit that like button. Running this 2,000, we're gonna run this a little bit. And I'm gonna wet it each pass just to keep the resin cool while it's gently sanding it. I'm making a pin. You're gonna have it on display? I appreciate that, man. What's up, Keisha? Glad you could join. What's up, Fish Over Chicks? Thank you. What's up, Cameron? I appreciate that. You guys aren't subscribed to Fish Over Chicks? They have a freaking awesome YouTube channel. They do all kinds of cool stuff. So head on over there and check their channel out as well. They're in the chat right here, Fish Over Chicks. Thanks, Cameron. I appreciate that. I really do. So as I said, nice, easy passes as I go. And this is with the 2,000 grit. We started out, I did a little bit of dry sanding just before, just to get all the residue off with the 400. And then I got my tub ready with water, and I had all my grits that going to be using through this wet sanding process. So we started out with 400 grit, and then we applied the sandpaper, and then went to 800, 1,000, and here we are at 2,000. Then we'll finish off. With 3,000. I'm glad you're healing up, man. For those of you who don't know, he got an injury from a bandsaw accident. I'm just glad you're all right, bro. Because accidents happen, they do. And we just hope that when they do happen, that they aren't too severe, and that you can come out of it and be okay. And I'm really glad that you are healing up. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. Every piece of tool is dangerous. I'm gonna up the speed a little bit to 2,000. It's good when you use tools that you not only know the pieces of the tool and how they operate and orient and all the things, but it's good to know that you can't get complacent when using tools. You always have to be aware, and whenever you are doing a project, it's good to be alert and rested. And even though I know certain projects can bring stress and things like that, but it's just good to be aware. But I am really glad that you're okay, man. It was a jigsaw? Oh, okay. I thought it was a bandsaw. I apologize. I do apologize. You have a great day. And for those of you who don't know, go head on over to Fish Over Chicks and check out their channel. They're awesome dudes. What's up, Brian? Peter's a cool guy, man. They do some cool stuff over there. Real cool stuff. A few more passes with the 2,000. And then we are going to dry this thing off a little bit. Get the residue from the 2,000 off. And then we're going to head over to the 3,000. And it's really nice once you get to this. This height of the grit, this high number of grit. When you're it's funny when you're running the sandpaper across the piece, you can actually feel, even with my hands on each side of this, you can feel how smooth the resin has gotten from the wet sanding. It just feels like you're gliding. Yeah. What's up, Ben? If you guys like turning, go check out Ben's channel. Ben is an awesome turner. I've learned a lot from him. And he's a good friend as well. Very cool guy. I think he's coming up on 6,000 subscribers. No, I didn't see your blowout. Thanks, Cameron. Hey, I appreciate it, brother. I really do. You don't even know. I appreciate it. Hey, and if you have a little bit of time, Cameron and anybody else, go head on over to my Patreon. Click the link in the description box. It's totally free. It's totally free. And become a member over there, too. It helps 77 Rockets woodworking grow as well. So go ahead and head over and do that if you can. It takes 2 minutes. Yeah, you have to be careful. Take your time, you know, as with any piece. You just have to be aware and just aware and of all the things that could happen. So I'm going to stop this. We're going to put this 2,000 to the side. We're going to rub this off. And then we're going to hit it with the 3,000. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. These are pin blanks. I'm making a pin, Carter. Have a great day, Cameron. I appreciate you being here, and thank you. Thank you for all the kind words. I really do appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much. I appreciate anybody who stops by and hangs out. Really means a lot to me. What's up, Magisha? Thanks, Carter. I appreciate that, man. You're talking about for resin, Ben? All right, so this is the last grit I'm using before I do the buffing process. This is 3000 grit, and we are wet sanding. Well, I am wet sanding. We are not. Wet sanding these pin blanks. This is resin, and this is a mixture of Sahara Blue and it's like a silver speckle Sahara color. Really blended well together. Gave it kind of like an ocean-esque look. Oh, nice. Maybe I'll have to try that. This thing's real smooth. You can feel it. You can feel how smooth it is. This thing's coming out really nice. I'm very happy about it. I'm pretty pumped. I'm pumped for you, Joe. You guys hit that like button. Double tap that screen. Also, if you haven't heard before, if you can, click that description box and go head on over to my Patreon. It's totally free. I do other content on that one as well, and I'm going to start doing more. I'm going to be doing between 2 and 4 lives on there monthly just to start out. So if you guys are interested in that, head on over. And if you guys are also interested, I have a membership option on my YouTube channel. It's only $2 for the basic membership. Every little bit counts just to support 77 Rockets. If you could, I'd really appreciate that. I got tons of merchandise on my channel as well. Hats, shirts, sweaters. Tons of videos that you guys could check out. Yeah, and if you guys are interested in any of these things that I make, these pins, these candy dishes, these candy bowls, you can email me at ryancarey618@gmail.com, and I'll gladly, we could talk about it. And also I have sponsors in the description box as well. You guys could check those out. Feel free to check those out. Special thanks to all my sponsors as well. What's up, Dale? What's up, Anthony? I am making a pin. Few more passes with this 3000, and then I'm going to drop the speed down on my belt so I can go between 500 and 800, and then I'm going to be doing the buffing process for the pin. And yes, just like Joe said, this is a resin pin, and I've been wet sanding it. I turned this down. They were a rectangular blank, 2 sets of them, and I turned them down to these roughly these shapes. Then I dry sanded them with some 400, and then I started to wet sand them from 400 all the way up to the 3000, which you see here, giving it its nice gloss, stopping between grits and rubbing the extra residue off from the grit from the pin blank itself, from the residue of the sandpaper, just so that you get a true run from each of the grits without the other grit, without any of the other grits residue being on them. A few more. And then we're going to get to the buffing process. Look at that. That thing is looking real good. I'm excited. Thanks for everybody for hanging out. I appreciate that. Hit that like button. Does anybody else have any projects they have going on right now? Any special things that they're going to be doing? Holiday-wise, for markets, anything like that? Or just making anything, really? Anything that you guys are excited about that you want to talk about? Anybody want to share their channel on here? Thanks, Dale. What's up, Ethan? That's cool. What part of what process of building the shed are you on? Nice. Is that basement is that going to be for a shop, or just you just building something in your basement as well? Oh, framing. Okay, cool. That's cool. I built my shed in my backyard. I raised it up on piers. Well, I leveled the ground with my laser, raised it up on piers, did my joists, my subfloor, my framing, sheathed it, and then I did a 6 and 12 roof on it. And I have the shingles on and I have my Tyvek on. I still need to do all my siding and my fascia board. So that's where I'm at. Nice, man cave. What am I doing? I'm making a pin. Not building a pin, I'm making a pin. And Santos. Glad you could come hang out, Santos. A few more runs on this. That's cool, man. Those shipping containers are cool. At work, we have, they actually have shipping containers stacked, and they have like a really cool, they have all their offices in there, which is really cool. You're welcome. And thank you for hanging out. If you like what you see, hit that like button and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I also have a Patreon page as well, which I do separate content on. And if you'd like to help 77 Rockets in that way, go ahead on over to the description box and check my Patreon out. It's totally free, and you can join as a member. Also, if you want to, you can check out my videos. All right, I think I'm gonna run a new. This one will be good. Okay, so now this part of the process is the buffing process. So I have a microfiber pad right here, and I have some good old Mother's synthetic wax that I will be using to buff out this product. And I'm actually going to, just so my lathe doesn't, it's got a little bit of weather damage from the water, but I'll get that cleaned up sometime. I'm gonna wipe this off. And you can totally see the gloss. Can I make a rocket that could go into space? That would be awesome. I probably couldn't, but that would be pretty cool though. All right, so I'm going to change my belt. I have it on a higher setting right now. I'm going to be changing it to the low setting, the low belt setting. So I have to move my belt over. This is a variable speed lathe, and I have 3 sets of pulleys. So I'm changing it to the slow belt, and I also like to check my belt placement because there's grooves on the pulleys that match the belt grooves. Get that all set up. Always good to double check things. And looks good. Now I'm gonna put tension, lock it back into place. And then here we go. So I'm gonna keep it in reverse. And this low belt setting goes between 250 and 800. So I'm gonna start it at about 500 speed. And then I'm gonna give my wax a little bit of a shake so that it gets mixed up a little bit. And just give it a little bit of gloss going across. Up my speed a little bit. And we're just gonna buff this out for a few minutes. Making a pin, resin pin, Akura. And thanks for being here. Yeah, we're almost to 100 likes. 21 to go. Hit that like button, folks. Right now we're buffing the pin. Trying to get a little bit more gloss in this thing. Polish it out. Because we've done all the work that we can to sand it down with a wet sandpaper and really get the finish that we want. This is just going to make sure that this thing really, really looks nice. What's up, Michael? You back? It's all right. And if you guys haven't done so, hit that like button and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I have a ton of other content. I do these lives between 4 and 5 times a week. And I also do videos and short form videos. And we also, we took a little bit of a break for a while, but we do a live with other fellow woodworkers and wood turners, which is a lot of fun. Another thing that we do. And if you can, I also have a Patreon page as well, separate than the YouTube. If you want to help 77 Rockets out supporting it, the link is in the description box. It's totally free, and I do other content on there as well aside from YouTube. And I'm actually gonna start doing 2 to 4 lives per month on the Patreon that members only will be able to see. So if you guys are interested in that, I'd love for you guys to head on over and join. It's totally free. What's up, Fozzie? Yes, it's resin, Austin. And thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us on this live. Got a rainy day at work, so decided to surprise you guys with a live. I usually go live Tuesdays, but it's not till way later on, like 7 o'clock Pacific time, because I'm in the West Coast. But I figured today, why not? Why not go early? 14 to go, yeah. And after this pin, after I make this pin, I'm going to be doing one more pin to cap off the second hour of this live. I'll let you guys pick the which one you guys want me to do next. I have 2 ready that have been casted already, and I have the tube for the pin set in there. I have 2 other ones curing right now, and they've been curing since last night at about 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock. So I like to give them at least 12 to 16 hours to cure, just so the resin is nice and set. And I do that so the better consistency that the resin is, as far as hardness, the better that the turn is going to be, and the better that the product's going to be. You really want to let your resin cure so that you can really get the most out of it. A TIG torch. I'd have to look that up, man. I mean, I'm sure I could. Do you mean that's gay, like that's happy? If so, I'll take it. You guys hit that like button. Hey Mike, if you can, share my Patreon page. No, I'm making a pin. That would be cool to make a fishing rod though. I'd have to put my extension on my lathe just to be able to do that, or I might be able to do it in pieces on this with the smaller part. Thanks, Mike. So right now, this is after the wet sanding process. This is just finalizing the pen itself for the finish. It's I'm buffing it out with a microfiber pad, and I'm using synthetic wax by Mothers. Yeah, if you guys can, go check out my Patreon page. I do other content on there, and it's another way to help support 77 Rockets Woodworking aside from YouTube. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 2 to 4 lives a month, so probably 1 live per week on my Patreon, and that'll be for members. So if you guys want to, I'd love for you guys to join. It's a free membership, and also there's 2 paid portions of the membership if you guys are interested in helping support 77 Rockets. One is $5 and one is $10, and if that's too much, that's fine. You can just join free, and I'd greatly appreciate that as well. Also, if those memberships are too expensive in the actual paid supporting way, I do have YouTube memberships, and my lowest membership is $1.99 a month. So if you guys are interested in that as well, you can join my YouTube channel and become a member. I'd greatly appreciate that. And thank you to everybody who's joining this live today. Thanks, Mike. And if anybody's interested in picking up a really good resin product, Mike just posted the link in the chat. It's a sponsor of mine, Resin Pro. They make some great resin products, great pigments that you see in this resin pen right here, at a really solid price. And you guys can have a discount. Ryan carries 610 for 10% off. And their shipping is really smooth, fast, and you'll get your products right away. Nine to go. Tron, greetings from Norway. Awesome, brother. Thanks for hanging out. It's nice to have other people around the world come and hang out. That's nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. A few more passes on this, and then we're going to get this pin together. Get this wonderful pin together for Mr. Joseph. and I'll be sending this thing his way very, very soon. Very nice finish on this. I'm very excited about this one. Now with resin, you won't always get a perfect product, but the more you can do as far as like shaping and then sanding and finishing process, the better. Now, these are never going to be perfect by any means, but you get them as close as you can. And this one is extra special to me because this one is going to Joseph. Heck yeah, we're almost to 100 likes. Thanks everybody who's watching. I appreciate it. Run the non-polished side of the microfiber across it. Thanks, Kat. Everybody say hello to Kat. Kat is a wonderful person. She has been nothing but supportive from day one. She is the creator of my intro to my videos. So everybody say hello to Kat. What's up, Rich? You guys go check out Rich's channel, Moyak Scorpion. He's a fellow content creator, and he is one of the 4 people, including myself, that we do lives with on my channel. We usually do every Saturday, but we've taken a little bit of a break because people have vacation and holiday stuff going on. But I can rest assured we'll be back soon. Hey, Kenneth. All right, that's enough for the buffing process. Now we're going to dry this thing off a little bit, or wipe it off. Look at that shine. That's nice. Real nice. All right, now we're going to get the pin kit ready. We're going to pull this bad boy off. Bottom side of the pin. And we'll set this mandrel to the side, this pin mandrel. What's up, Don? Set this pin mandrel to the side, and we are going to get this all situated. So here's the kit. It's going to be a gunmetal silver. It's going to go with this. There's the tip of the pin. There's the tip, gunmetal silver. That is the reservoir for the pin kit. One more to 100. Hit that like button. This is the center spacer. This is part of the top of the pen. And this is the center portion, which allows you to turn the pen tip, the very tip, in and out of the reservoir. Okay, so now I'm going to get my BM Wood pen press. Shout out to BM Wood for sending me this wonderful pen press. Oops, drop my stuff. Can't lose all my stuff. Okay, get this set on. I don't know what you mean by that, Baja, but all right. Is that better? Here, let me move it. How's that? Better? What if I do this? That's better. What's up, Delon? Let's do it this way. So there's the tip in there. Oh, dang it. Starting to rain again. Now you get the center in. We'll go a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more. Cool thing is you can adjust this a little bit. I think that's going to be it. Yep, right there. And put the center spacer in. Then we're going to do this, set this aside, do the top of the pin. Let's see. Try to get that to shift a little bit. And there she is, Joe. There's your pin. I'll do that, Richard or Ricardo. And this will be coming your way, Joe. All right. We'll put this press to the side. Take this to the side as well. I'm going to pull you guys out a little bit. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Ricardo. I'm all about angles. Sometimes it's tough, but yeah, I love different angles. Trust me, I do. But I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Yes, of course. Thanks, Jamin. Okay, so I have 2 pin blanks, right? That are already ready to go. I'm gonna let you guys pick which one you want me to do for this last 45 minutes of the live. So you want me to do this one? A little bit Halloween-esque. It's got some orange flakes in it, gold, silver. Or do you want me to do this green? It's just like a sparkly jade green. Which one? Which one? Let me know. I've actually seen that. I've seen that, Rich. All right, we got one for the Halloween. This is the funky green. It looks like everybody wants this one, huh? Give me a thumbs up if it's this one. Okay. We're doing the funky green. I'll save this one for the next live. Okay. That's how it's going to orient. You guys ready for this one? I'm from the West Coast in United States. What about you? Yeah, I like that buffer up. That's one thing that I'd like to get. It's pretty cool looking. It's got like the 3-tier buffer system. You know who I think has a nice one is the Turner's Warehouse has a good one, and then I forgot who else has one. So we need to get a close up here. Oh, nice. You're from Baltimore? That's cool, man. You guys like that angle? Oh, that's cool. Greetings from India. That's awesome. I'm glad you can make it. You like that? You like this angle? Let me know. I'm going to switch from reverse. Cool. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Okay, I got to switch my belt back to the fast speed, to the ludicrous speed. Because we going ludicrous speed, you know? Like Spaceball style. We going ludicrous speed. All right, so I'm going to be using my rounding tool, and we're going to be getting this thing down from rectangular shape to a round shape for the pin. And we are going to be going at like about 3,200 RPMs. What's up, Gerardo? It was raining today, and I'm on the West Coast. Tighten this up a little bit. Making a resin pen. Thank you. That's one thing I'm still learning is blending the colors together. There's some people who do some crazy pens. So hopefully I continue to get better and evolve in my creativity as well. And like I said, now we're just gonna rough down the pen to get it a nice shape. Good afternoon. Glad you could join us. You guys hit that like button. And if you like this content, subscribe. Coming up on 30,000, so pretty pumped about that. What's up, Terry? Like I said, I'm just roughing down this pen, get it to a nice shape. Awesome, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Got a delivery coming my way. Oh, whoa, what? Yeah, Rich isn't just Rich isn't just a badass woodworker. I've learned a ton of stuff from Rich, who is Moyak on the chat. He's not just a good woodworker, he is an amazing golfer as well. And a really good friend of mine. And he is kind enough to come and hang out with us on our lives. Because they truly are your lives now too. You are one of the pieces to the puzzle, my friend. And I've had a lot of people say that they miss our lives. A lot of people message me, and we will be back soon enough. So don't you worry. Tighten this up just a hair. Maybe we'll go live this Saturday. Hit that like button. Let's get to 150. Oh, dude, I can't wait to see your lures. I didn't know what to expect jamming when I started using resin, which hasn't been that long. But man, I'll tell you this, dude, it is a lot of fun. Tons of fun. Oh, Steve does a lot of ornaments, man. I like ornaments. It's from Resin Pro. This is their transparent blend. It actually holds up pretty well. No, hey, Ricardo, trust me, the resin, well, I haven't done bowls yet with resin, but the cleanup with resin is a lot better than when I turn something that's wood. The wood goes everywhere. Like even with dust collection, it's like everywhere. It's on me, it's on my bandsaw, it's on my freaking, hell, it's on my table saw too. My table saw is like 10 feet away. supposing? You guys hit that like button. Hit that like button, subscribe. You guys want to support the channel? I also offer memberships on YouTube. I also have a Patreon page that I'm going to start doing lives on as well once a week. That is totally free to join. I also have paid memberships as well to help support the channel. The link to my Patreon is in the description box. It's this one. I'll show you, Rich. So I bounce back and forth. So this one I'm using is this one. But I also, but this one takes a little bit longer to cure, but the eye crystal is good as well. They're both good. But if I was to get one, it would be this one, the Transparente. They're an Italian company. So far, so good. But I will say that the crystal takes longer to cure. What's up, Rami? Nice, Rich. Missed you, man. Feels like it's been forever, bro. So if you're just coming in, we're just shaping down this pin blank. Getting it close to what it should be before I start the wet sanding process. And I'm using my rounding tool. And I'm gingerly going across. What's up, Chris? Thank you, brother. Hey, I've heard some absolutely fantastic things about Illuminite or Illuminite. Not Illuminite, Illuminite. I've heard some good stuff about them, like really good. Never used them before, but yeah. And like I said, I'm using my my pressure pot. I'm using my pressure pot, and I build up to about 45 psi, and I let them cure for like 12 to 16 hours. So I'm just trying to match these up as best I can. That's not bad. Now I'm just delicately shaping these ends of the blanks as best I can. I did. I don't make the molds myself. I'd like to get into that. And by molds, I mean the silicone mold. You guys hit that like button. All right. I'm gonna adjust this one up just a little bit. What's up, one loving mama? Okay. Let's see. clean that up. So now I'm going to hit it with some 400 to dry sand it just a hair. And then I'm going to go to wet sanding. Just one little pass with 400. Dry sanding. And then we're going to go to the wet sanding. And I'm going to cut the speed on this down to about 1500. Move this angle just a little bit. Okay. Put my towel down. Let's see, 1,200. So I'm going to go from 400 to 800 to 2,000. Oh, 400, 800, 1,000, 2,000, and then all the way to 3,000. And each run of these, I'm going to be wet sanding. I'm going to be running my sandpaper in the water so I don't heat up the resin at all. And you guys will see that this is going to take shape pretty good. So my thought process on this, Rich, is I'm running 400, which isn't very abrasive, but it's more abrasive than the other grits, which are higher grits. So I like to stay at 1500 on this one, and then as I go up with the other grits, I go from 2000 to 2500, and I'll stick around that the whole time. And it's just strictly because I'm making multiple passes. This being the most aggressive of the grits, and it generally I feel like it gives me the best shine and smoothness for the resin. You'll see as it goes. I know you're far more seasoned of a veteran than I am on this, but that's just my process. And then after I sand, I buff it. I get my microfiber pad, and I use my mother's synthetic wax, and that's what I do. What's up, One? What's up, Proddy? What's up, Ricky? You guys hit that like button. Yeah, if it was like a rougher grit than this 400, I would definitely go about 1,000. But it seems like the 1,500 for this 400 isn't too bad. And then I go up a little bit. I go up 500 to 1,000 RPMs with these higher grits because they're not as abrasive. And I'm not really running them too hard on here. I put a little bit more pressure with the 400 just so that I can get it roughed down a little bit better. And then another thing I also do between each grit is I stop the lathe and then I wipe any additional residue that I have from the previous grit off. Okay, so now we're going to stop the lathe. I'm going to put this 400 aside. We're going to wipe it off. As you can already see, it's already starting to get its gloss, and it's really cool. It's got like that orange silver look in it. Just wiping that off, and now we're going to go to 800. Oh, he uses the 3 buffer. So this is 800. Just going to run it across. Not as abrasive, not as much pressure as the other one. I just kind of let the sandpaper do its job. Just slightly go over the material, and as you go, you will feel, even with your hands being on each side of the sandpaper, you will feel how smooth the resin has gotten. Ten more likes, guys. 10 more likes to get to 150. Hit that like button. And if you like what you're seeing, subscribe. And if you really like what you're seeing, head on over to my Patreon and join as a free member. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm going to start doing 1 live per week there. Few more passes with the 800. You can already see that it's starting to get a little bit glossier now. A little smoother. You can feel it when I'm running it across. I can feel it. And then we're going to jump to the 1000. I'm also going to up my speed a little bit. Yeah, this green, man, this green is nice. This one has hints of orange and silver. The Sahara and the neon colors really do complement each other. Yes, it is. All right, that's the 800. I'm gonna stop that lathe. We're gonna wipe this thing off a little bit. And as you can see, each of these gets a little bit nicer. Real pretty color in there. I'm gonna start this lathe up again. Right now we're about 2200 RPMs, and I'm gonna run the 1000 grit. Yeah, I'm at 2200 right now. Making my light passes. You can already feel running this sandpaper how smooth it's gotten. What's up, Gary? These are pin blanks. I'm making a pin. It looks like candy, huh? All right, that's 1,000. Gonna stop the lathe. Gonna wipe it off. Get that any excess of that other grit off. Starting to look a little bit nicer each grit. Starting this lathe up. Now we're gonna go 2,000. She's getting smooth. She's getting smooth, folks. Almost to 150. Hit that like button. Heck yeah, 5 away. And like I said, we're on the 2,000 right now. Slowly making our way to 3,000. All right, we're gonna stop the lathe. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Man. Ain't she purty? I'm gonna fire this lathe back up. And hit lastly with the 3,000. Ricardo. What's up, Steve? Anybody who is enjoying this content, go check out Steve's channel, My Honey's Handmade. I've learned a lot from Steve. Steve's a good friend of mine, fellow woodworker, wood turner, amazing person. So if you can, head on over to his page. And if you'd like, Steve, you could share the link to your channel. Or Kat, or somebody can. Michael, whomever would be gracious enough to share his channel link. And if anybody likes this content, please like and subscribe. Also, I have channel memberships. If you'd like to support the channel that way, I offer them on YouTube. And I also have a Patreon page as well. It's in the description box. And if maybe one of these kind folks can share it in the chat link, go on over there, check that out. It's totally free to join. Like I said, I'm going to starting to do lives once a week on there for the Patreon members, so that'll be a lot of fun. And we're on 3,000 right now. This is the final grit. It's making our passes. Feel how smooth it is. Starting to look really glossy. And then after this, we're going to slow down our speed. Adjust my belt to slow down the speed. And we're going to go between 500 and 700 RPMs to polish. What's up, Johnny? A few more passes. All right. I'm going to dry this off, and now it's time to buff. She's looking real good. Looking real good. He's back in there. Take this off. Ugh. Then I'm going to get, let's see. Use the same, actually, you know what? I'll just use this. Few more likes. Hit that like button. We're almost to 150. Now what I'm doing now is I'm adjusting my belt. Do the slow setting. Let me get it over a little bit. There we go. Just on here. It's a little too close to the other pulley. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we broke 150. Thank you, everybody. All right. So now we're going to get our microfiber pad. Microfiber pad. Mother's synthetic wax. We're gonna buff her out. This pen's really starting to come alive. Lots of really nice colors in here. Got the green with the silver, speckly silver with the orange, hints of orange. Really nice. There might even be some gold in there. Really Halloween-esque. I love it. Hopefully you guys do too. Wax on, wax off. That was pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie, J-Reg. Thanks for hanging out. I'm making a pin. These are resin blanks, and I've shaped them. I've wet sanded them, and now I'm polishing them. And then next, it will be assembly for the pin, which you'll see right after this. Yes, Ricardo, pin. It is a pin. Thanks, Jammin. I know. I was just repeating what you typed. Yes, sir. We're going to buff this a little bit more, and we're going to assemble the pin and hang out for a minute. Someday, man, someday. Just got to have fun, enjoy it while I continue to evolve as a woodworker and turner. And the cool thing is guys like you, J-Rig, come and hang out and support, and it's all good, man. It's all fun. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining too. Well, if you want to get into it, Choco Bear, Choco Bear, that's cool, man. If you want to get into it, there's lots of easy ways. You know, you can find a woodworking group that's close to you, if you can, and they might be kind enough. They might have a lathe and other stuff that they really find woodworkers that they can teach you and help you out. There's always marketplace where you can start small and then build from there. You know, this right here is a MIDI lathe. This is what I started on, and hopefully someday, with hard work, I can get a bigger lathe for bigger projects. Everything has a time and place. I will say this: if you have a vision and this is something that you want to do, go for it, man. We have a great community here, and we're all very supportive. And between us and Marketplace and whatever, I'm sure if you wanted to get into this type of thing, you would totally be able to do it. He'll be his own formality. He'll be Wilson's son, not Miyagi's son. Hopefully someday. I'm gonna buff this out a little bit more. I'm done right now. All right, guys, that's it for the buffing process. Just gonna wipe this off. Look how shiny she is. Look at that color. I don't know what that means, but yeah, like Robert says, he has the mini lathe, the mini grizzly, and I've heard really good things about that lathe. It's a good lathe to start on. It's smaller. So now I'm taking the pin off, and I'm going to be putting all the hardware that goes along with it. Okay. I will take my mandrel kit and put it to the side. And I have one little piece where my tube is sticking out a little bit more than my resin. I'll sand that down. Pull you guys back just a little bit so you guys can see the process. You back one level, mama? Okay. I think that this one I'm actually going to go with the rose gold. Kind of an orangish color. Be a little different. I was going to go with black, but I think the rose gold, I think I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to kind of... And I'm going to get this thing assembled. And I'm going to head on out of here. So I got some stuff to do. Just getting out all the components of this pen. And we're going to put it all together. And I'll showcase the final product. Show you the other pen that I did on this live for Mr. Joseph. And we're going to head on out. Shout out to my sponsor, BM Wood, for sending me this press. Now we're going to get the tip of the pin on. There's that, looking nice. Extend this out just a little bit. This is the center portion of the pin that allows you to twist the pin in and out. Now we'll test that out. That looks pretty good. I like that. Oops. Let's see. Can't let that fall. Oh, I dropped. Damn, what did I do with that? I dropped the top. Okay, so that's the center part of the pan. Now I gotta find the top that I dropped in all this mess. Great. Oh, shit. That's not good. Damn. Oh, I think Man, that fucking sucks. I think I lost it. Oh, I found it. Sweet. I didn't think I was going to find that. So now we're going to get the top on. Apparently this mosquito wants to mess with me. So there you have it. There's the Halloween pin. Let me bring this up. We're going to end this live off. Show you this Halloween pin. Look at all those colors. I went with the rose gold this time because it's a little bit more pumpkin-y. We got that one. Turns real nice. Lots of nice colors in there. Look at that orange swirl with the silver and the green. I love it. And here's Joseph's pen. Nice silver swirls, like the ocean blue with the gunmetal silver hardware. Thank you to everybody who's joined me today on this live. I appreciate it. My name is Ryan, and this has been 77 Rockets Woodworking Live. I'll be going live again on Friday. Thank you very much for joining me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you like this content. Also, if you really like this content, consider becoming a member on YouTube. And also, I have a Patreon page that you can go check out in the description box. It's totally free. Like I said, I'm going to be doing one live starting next week. I'm going to be doing one live per week on my Patreon page. So if you guys want to go check that out, it's free. And there's also paid options as well. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We did both these resin pens today in light of Halloween. This one's for Joseph. This one's just to do for shits and gigs. But I'm Ryan. Thank you guys all for being here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Love y'all.